Hi guys, I wanted to share my chicken caprese recipe with you. This is incredibly easy to make. It looks beautiful on the plate and it has lots of flavor. So let's go ahead and get started and I'll show you how to make it. We are going to start by marinating our chicken. So I have 6 boneless, skinless chicken breasts. You're going to need about 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and you can just put all of this into a small bowl. You'll need 2 tablespoons of balsamic vinegar. You'll need 1 tablespoon of honey. You'll need 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of dried basil, and then you're just going to add a little salt, maybe like half a teaspoon would work, and then just a little bit of freshly ground pepper. Then you'll just mix that together. Now I actually like to prick my chicken with a fork several times because that will just really help it to have a lot of flavor. You definitely want a lot of flavor in our chicken breast. Then you can just go ahead and drizzle your marinade right over top. And then just mix it around so that all of your chicken breasts are covered. Now you're just going to cover your chicken breasts and marinate them for as long as you can. If you want to marinate them in the morning and grill them later in the evening, they'll have lots of great flavor, but you do want to marinate them for at least 4 hours, I would say. So we're ready to get started on our chicken caprese. So I like to take my chicken out of the refrigerator while I'm prepping everything else, and I like to leave it out for about 30 minutes. And this will ensure that your chicken cooks properly, because if you put cold meat on the grill, it's going to have to heat through that cold meat, and it can become a little dense and not taste as good. So you want your chicken to be nice and tender. So go ahead and leave it out for about 30 minutes while you're prepping everything else. It doesn't really take all that long to prep this, but you can take it out a little early. You're going to need some mozzarella cheese. I have this 1 pound pack here from Trader Joe's. I don't believe I'll be using this whole thing. You can use whatever mozzarella cheese you have available. So if you want to buy a block of mozzarella cheese and just slice it, or some slices of mozzarella cheese, that will work just fine. And then you're going to need some fresh basil. I have about half a cup here. You're going to use about 6 to 7 large leaves of fresh basil. Then you're going to want to have some nice juicy red tomatoes. I have 2 here, and we'll cut those into nice thick slices. And then the balsamic glaze is so incredibly easy to make. It's just balsamic vinegar and sugar. So you can go ahead and slice your cheese into nice thick slices. This is going to melt on your chicken breasts while they're on the grill and make it nice and cheesy and delicious. You'll also want to slice your tomatoes. I slice mine nice and thick. I have really gorgeous red tomatoes, so you'll want about 1 slice per chicken breast. That should be plenty. And if you have family members or someone you're serving who doesn't like cheese or tomatoes, you can definitely leave that off, because we did marinate the chicken so it has lots of great flavor. Then you'll just want to chop your basil as well. Now we are going to make our balsamic glaze. So you're going to add your balsamic vinegar to a medium pan. I have about 1 cup of balsamic vinegar here. Then you're going to add just a pinch of salt. Then you'll want to add about 2 tablespoons of sugar. You can go ahead and mix that all together. So you'll just want to cook this over medium heat and just stir it until the sugar is dissolved in there, and it's going to start to bubble and boil a little bit. and you'll want to let it reduce to about half, and you can really just let it sit there. You can turn down the heat a little bit. Now if you happen to pull it off the stove top and it starts to get really thick and it's not liquidy at all, or you're like, what is this doing? It's sticking to my pan or something, all you have to do is reheat it and it will get to the consistency that you need it. Then you'll want to place your chicken breast on the grill. Depending on the thickness, it should take about 6 minutes on each side. You can definitely check your chicken breasts after you think they're done and make sure they are no longer pink inside. John's the griller in the family. So you can just place your slice of cheese on your chicken breast and let it get nice and delicious and melted. So once you have your chicken grilled and cheese melted, you can add your large slice of tomato and sprinkle some of the shredded basil on top. Then you'll just want to drizzle some of this delicious balsamic glaze right over top. So there you have it, guys. I am just serving mine with pasta. I have basil, Parmesan cheese, garlic, salt, and pepper in my pasta. And then I did steam some broccoli for everyone else, but I ended up having sliced tomato with mine because they were so red and juicy, and I love tomatoes. You can serve this with a side salad or garlic bread, whatever you prefer. I hope you enjoyed this recipe, and definitely let me know if you give it a try. Thanks so much for watching.